On with Thomas Rhett right here. Let me start with the beard, because you said it was the first time that you shaved it off in 5 years or so. Did you find that it grew back the same, better, or worse?
Dude, it grew back so fast. Like, that was the first time I've shaved, I think, since I was like 22 or 23, because my wife really enjoys my beard. And so it was one of those days when I got bored and I was like, I need a new image, and I just shaved it off. But I shaved it off in phases. I went goatee first, then handlebars, then mustache, and then shaved it all off. And I think I freaked my kids out. That's what made me grow it back so quick. But I was amazed at how fast it grew back.
What did Lauren think about your face being hairless?
I think she liked it. I think it reminded her of me being, in high school, like 15 or 16, because we had to shave at our high school. But then when it started to grow back, she was like, I'm glad to have the normal you back. So I probably won't shave it again for another 5 years. You
were part of the Disney family sing-along. I was watching you up there. And you did Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Frozen. Did you let your daughters pick the song, or did you kind of all get together and decide as a team?
Well, when I got the list of songs that I could pick from, and it was classics. I mean, it was Beauty and the Beast, and it was, songs from The Jungle Book and songs from Aladdin. And I just figured, like, my kids love all those movies, but we have watched Frozen, 15,000 times at this house. And so Do You Want to Build a Snowman has kind of always been our thing, our song together. And so it seemed very fitting to get them to do it. And so they dressed up in their full, Elsa and Anna gear, and Disney was kind enough to drop off a huge bag of confetti that was about the size of grains of sand, and they just started throwing them up during the video. It took me like an hour to shot back all that off my porch after we were done. So I was appreciative of Disney, but also like, I wish he wouldn't have sent all that confetti.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's how you see. You're really famous, so you get to pick your song. I was on the same show, and they said, "Hey, what do you want?"
I loved it.
And they said, and I picked "You Got a Friend in Me," and they came back and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna bump you from that one." So I got bumped down to like 3 songs later. But you, being superstar Thomas Rhett, you go, "I'll take that one," and they send you stuff.
Don't put that guilt on me right now.
Hey, listen, man, that's a good place to be.
You killed it. I thought the whole program was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Really cool.
They're calling coronials the name of babies that are being created now in the time of...
Oh, my gosh.
Now, I'm asking you right now. You have 3 kids. Are we expecting another one in 9 months or what?
No. No. Gosh. I don't know. I remember talking to Walker Hayes before I had my 3rd kid, and I was like, man, is going from 2 to 3 hard? Because I've heard that going from 2 to 3 is, like, easy because your house is already chaotic. And Walker was like, dude, 2 to 3 was a breeze, and then 4 to 5 was easier. And I was like, sick. When Lennon's born... It's going to be all the same. And then when we had 3 kids, dude, our house was triple the chaos. Having 2 toddlers and also, a baby that you have to feed. Well, I don't have to feed her, but now I do because we're using a little bit of formula here and there. But good night, man. It's a full-time job, especially when you have 2 other toddlers just like running around and, breaking stuff and, spilling Cheetos all over the ground and all that kind of stuff. But we're finally, Lennon's like almost like 2.5 months now, so it's starting to get in more of a routine. But it's definitely been a challenge. All that to say that there will not be a baby number 4, at least for sure this year, I hope.
I was talking to Walker. He has 6 kids, and I was talking to Walker, and I was like, "Hey, how's homeschooling going?" He goes, "Dude, we homeschool already, all the time, all 6 kids. Like we're rolling."
Yeah,
we've
had to do it too. We've had to get the girls on Zoom calls with their class, and trying to keep a 2-year-old entertained, with trying to learn numbers and letters at home is dang near impossible. So.
We have Thomas Rhett on with us. Here's a question for you. Would your wife, and does she still find it romantic if you were to pull out the guitar and sing to her, or is she just kind of over that?
I think she's kind of over it, to be honest with you. Like when Die Happy Man came out, she was like, okay, I like this song a lot. But then as I started to write, thousands of more love songs after that, she was just like, all right, I don't know how much more you can say about me that I don't already know. But if lately, during this quarantine, I have written like a ton over Zoom and FaceTime, and so like if I write one that I'm like really happy about, I'll go play it for her. But with kids running around, it's super hard for her for either of us to pay attention to what's happening. Period. But I would say that she's kind of at the point where she's like, all right, I've heard this before. So
Lauren's got a book coming out August 18th.
She does.
Is that still happening? Same date?
Yeah, I mean, as of now, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the world? But it already got pushed. It was supposed to come out on Mother's Day, so they pushed it to August. But really excited for her, man. It's a really, really good book.
All right. Well, Beer Can't Fix with John Party going for number 1 this week. Say a little something about this song before we play it.
This song, I wrote this song in California with 2 pop writers, which is hilarious. And when we wrote the first chorus, I sent it straight to John Party and said, "Will you be a part of this?" And he put his vocal on it like 2 weeks later, and we recorded it. And it's just been such a fun song, man. Getting to hang with John Party and getting to shoot a music video in Key West was such a blast. And anytime I can make music with my friends, it just makes it all the better. And so, really, really proud of this song and kind of the party that it's brought to some people in this world. So.
It's always fun too when you can celebrate with other really good people. Because like you, John and I are good friends. Just to share with our listeners a story about how good of a guy John is. I was here and I have a fire pit in my backyard that I've never used before. And I was talking to John, and because John's got like 80 tractors out of his land right now.
Right.
And he goes, "Hey man,
He's been chopping a bunch of firewood."
Yeah, like crazy. And he goes, "Hey, do you need wood?" I said, "Yeah, I was just gonna go, cut some
Kroger?
Yeah, just anywhere, yeah, or cut some brush from the back." And he goes, no. He said, "I'll be over there around 1." He shows up at 1 in his work truck and basically unloads a half quart of just chopped wood right on my front. He's just that kind of guy.
That's John Party, man.
Yeah.
He will give you the shirt off his back. He's such a good dude.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one final question. When you play a live show, what song gets sang back to you the loudest?
Oh man. You know what's interesting? This song did not do very good on the radio, but there's a song I released like 4 or 5 years ago called Vacation that just absolutely ignites a crowd to this day. Even though how old it is, it's still, when we go into that first verse and chorus, like people are jumping up and down from the lawn to the front row. And to this day, that's been one of my favorite songs to play live.
Do you have songs that you have, like ballads, that you can look out and see people slow dancing to?
Yeah, I mean, I would say every single night there's at least 3 couples in the crowd that get engaged during Die Happy Man. And if they're close enough to the front row, I'll pull them up on stage and replay one of the choruses to have like their first dance, which has been really cool.
Nice. Well, congratulations, my friend. Good to talk to you. You look great. Can't wait to get out of all of this and give you a good old DAPS chicken wing butt bump, whatever we decide.
That's right.
All right, dude.
Wait.
See you later, TR.
See you, man.